our top 5 in no particular order. Ladies and gentlemen, first in line, who will join our top 5? Ano pang hinihintay mo? Candidate number 6! Diyan ka lang, candidate number 6? Dahil sasamahan ka na ni candidate number 8! Moving on, pasok ka sa banga. Candidate number 7. It's your time to shine. Kasi pasok ka rin sa top 5. Candidate number 3.
Please run. Stop playing those fake calls. You don't need to withdraw or redeem. Please don't. Play POP star unit. You don't need to withdraw money. How much you make?
Eto na! Down for our last spot. Who will move forward to our final question and answer portion. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Naku po, eto na! Candidate number 4! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for this final Q&A, all of our candidates are back to 0. So, back to 0 po ang labanan. Ang ating queen ay mag-i-determine ng Ms.Gay Umanday 2021 sa pamamagitan ng kanyang sagot. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be giving one similar question for all the candidates. So, pare-parehas lang yung tanong para sa lahat. Our candidates are inside our soundproof na room, and we are making sure na walang nakakarinig ng mga ginagawa natin right now dito sa ating city. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? Again, this pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? You have 30 seconds to answer. Your timer starts now.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong katanungan. Ang simpleng sagot ko lang po ay, I stand up as a hope, courage, and strength. Because as a human being, it is important to show the courage, strength to everybody. As a human being, I stand as a hope because in this time of pandemic, everybody needs help. Everybody needs unity. So, as a human being, I can show love, care, and unity. Thank you.
Very well said. Thank you so much, candidate number 3. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? Again, this pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? Okay, translate ko in Tagalog. Okay. Itong pandemya na ating naranasan ay minulat niya tayo sa mga prioridad natin sa buhay. Whether mga essential or non-essential. Sa iyong palagay, nasaan ang pageant sa ganitong panahon ng krisis pangkalusugan?
Thank you for that wonderful question. For me, isang karangalan na nakatungtong ako dito sa Bugalyong, Pangasinan dahil I'm from Pampanga. But itatry ko ang best ko makasagot ngayong gabi dahil hindi ko rin po in-expect na makapasok ko sa ganitong patimpala. So for me, paano nga daw po mapapasok ang pageant dito na non-essential? Para sa akin, paano nakapasok ang dahil sa pandemya? Dahil lagi ko natin tatandaan ang ganitong uri ng patimpalaki hindi ho basta-basta at lagi ho rin natin tatandaan itong pandemya hindi biro. Kaya kung malaki po ang karangalan kung ganitong pageant na napanood po namin ay wala. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, candidate number 4. Here's your question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? Again, this pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
Okay. Maraming salamat po sa napagandang katanungan. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa programang ito na nandito kami. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, ngayong gabi, itong 4 na sulok ng entabladong ito ay magiging isang platform namin upang sabihin sa lahat na huwag po tayong palamon sa takot natin ngayong pandemya. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, this beauty pageant is essential dahil merong posibilidad na makapa-inspire kami sa iba, ma-motivate namin ang iba. And I believe, ladies and gentlemen, itong entabladong ito ay magiging naming isang material upang makaakit pa kami na dito sa entabladong ito, pwede silang magpakita o magpalabas ng kanilang saloobin dahil tayo po ay may kalayaan na sabihin sa kanila o ipahayag sa lahat ng tao na tayo ay isang tao na kaya nating tumayo dito at sabihin sa lahat na kaya natin to at walang oras, walang araw para ituloy ang mga bagay na igagawa natin at para sa ikabubuti ng iba. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 10. Here's your final question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? Again, this pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
Thank you for the wonderful question, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Why beauty pageant is still pursuing by our organizers and other countries just like Miss Universe, Miss International, and Miss Eco? Because every beauty queen has an advocacy that they want to express just like this pandemic, because every candidate has advocacy just like me. In this pandemic, my advocacy is to be brave and to have a faith on God. Because in every battle that we struggles in life, with all the struggles that we're facing in the middle of pandemic, has a big impact to us. But a simple act of kindness can make a great impact to one's life. Because we live in the same world, in enough reason to be called as one, as family. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 7. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis? Again, this pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do beauty pageants stand in this time of crisis?
All right, thank you so much for that question. Okay, that question is actually tricky. Okay, so what is our priority? Okay, especially in this time of pandemic, whether it is essential or it is non-essential. When we say essential, ladies and gentlemen, we have basic food, shelter, and clothing. In this time of pandemic, that is one of our biggest problem. Due to traveling restrictions, food can't go out to market. Okay, so the prices have risen up. Most of people can't buy food. Okay, that is one of our problem. But where does pageant come to enter when it comes to pandemic? I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that mental health problem is real. Okay, I believe that a lot of people are suffering because of pandemic. I have experienced that too because I lost my job because of this pandemic. I became unemployed. But this pageant is one of the reasons. That is why I am here, why I'm standing right here all in front of you, to give joy to everyone, to spread positivity. That is one of the important things that I have learned in this pandemic. We should radiate positive energy, for the world is not yet an awful place to live in. Ladies and gentlemen, I have learned to trust God because God has taught us how to trust Him. And so I have. So ladies and gentlemen, where does pageant enter? That is for us to give joy, and to bring hope to everyone that there is a brighter future to all of us. We are all in this pandemic. Together, we can rise. We can uplift our society. So by just having pageantries such as this one, we will be able to alleviate at least, the morale and the mentality of all the people who are sad, who are depressed. So we should support them. And of course, I believe that we should able to spread love and peace to everyone in this time of pandemic. Thank you.